Hi everyone, welcome. Today we're doing a get to know us kind of video, yeah?
A lovely chat.
Yeah, lovely chat with beer, and we're doing it for a vlog, well a vlog channel called flogger.co.uk.
So Andy sent us a load of questions and we're just going to answer them.
It's alright that. Okay.
You start him?
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, what was life like. You go first then, Adam.
I grew up in a small town called Grantham, and it's not very exciting, is it? You grew up in the same place?
It's a beautiful place. What are you on about?
It's quite a scenic place in Lincolnshire. Well, we can probably answer this jointly, partly I guess. It's just a nice scenic place, not that much happening around kind of thing. There's lots of hills and greenery.
Farming, a lot of farming stuff there. So yeah, we're both from the Grantham area. I grew up in a village called Corby Glen.
You're more village.
I'm more village
folk.
Boy. Yeah, I'm a village folk, and you're more town lad.
We haven't even said what we do yet.
Oh, we're meant to do that.
Not really, but it would probably give context now that we're talking about making films.
Okay, yeah, the reason we're on here is because we own a film company called Escape Everything Studios.
Yeah, and film and photography and social media content, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Should we go to the next one?
Yeah, so tell us about the people who have influenced you in life.
Okay. I would say my old graphic design teacher at college. I would say like people like Philip Bloom. I quite like his stuff.
What about other film directors like Hollywood feature film type people?
Well, I'm shit when it comes to names, so I would say stuff like American Beauty, Blade Runner, films like that really that I looked at for, oh god, I need to make stuff like this really.
Like classic storytelling.
Yeah, but
kind of
also
thing.
what influenced me was comedy. So like when I first started making films when I was younger, I was watching a lot of comedy stuff, and I've forgotten the name of the comedy stuff, but it was like Beatles About, I think it was called, and stuff like that, and I just wanted to do things like that. What about yourself?
Well, I was quite influenced by comedy stuff. Like a lot of the work that we did to start off with was just comedy stuff. A lot of the first films that I made were kind of comedy related because they're like the easiest to make probably, because you can just kind of like try to make someone laugh, and that's like in our nature anyway, so it's easier than telling a big expensive story probably. So that kind of like the panel shows and sketch comedy shows and stuff like that probably influenced me. In terms of actual filmmakers, I'm really influenced by David Fincher and Christopher Nolan, people like that. Like, I guess they're the new age of classic storytelling kind of.
Yeah.
Whereas American Beauty's like, how old is it now? Like 15
so
years or something?
Yeah, it's very old. But that's my favourite film, so yeah.
But that's because you're old.
I am old, yeah.
And I'm young.
Yeah, I'm 30 and you're what again, 25?
24.
24, I always get it wrong. But yeah. What is your earliest memory of photography and videography? This is easy for me, but I'll let you go first.
My earliest memory of photography and videography is probably a lot more recent than Ant's. So I made a spoof kind of film at uni. One of the first films that I made was the story of someone trying to find platform 4 3/4 of it, is it? Whatever the Harry Potter
one.
thing is, and going around all the train stations in the country trying to find platform 4 and 3
Oh,
quarters,
I
or
remember you
9
showing
and
me
3
that.
quarters or whatever.
Yeah, years ago. Yeah.
So that's one of my earliest memories, like trying to tell a story like that, not knowing anything about the cameras or what I was doing, really just like trying to make something like that.
Jumping in, giving it a go, basically. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
So how about you?
Me? Well, my first film, which I forgot about, which I remember now, was when my dad brought an old camcorder, used tape and everything. He used it for holidays, and then after that he just didn't bother. So I was like, "Oh, can I borrow it, Dad?" And he was like, "Yeah, go on then." So like me and a few friends would keep making keep making sketch shows. So one of them was where we got it off one of the comedies we used to watch when we were younger, and I forgot what it was called. But the guy basically walks, slips over dog poo, and then this guy comes up and goes, "Oh, I did that," and then you assume that he meant he did the poo, so then he punched him. So we would do the sketch where we'd slip over fake comedy poo. One of my friends would come and go, "Oh, I did that," and I'd be like, "What?" And then I'd punch him, and then there'd be a shot of him on the floor with just tomato ketchup as blood on his nose. So that was the earliest video I did.
What age was that?
Oh God, it was. I would have been like 8, like really young. It was while I was in primary school, not secondary school. And then the earliest photography I remember doing was I got a little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle camera, and I just took photos of stuff on that, and then it imprinted a little tiny turtle at the bottom, which I thought was amazing. And I took a photo of my TV, and I just remember that photo. And it's like the worst photo ever, but it just had a little turtle at the bottom. I thought, this is brilliant. Yeah, that's the earliest memory I remember of it. But for some reason I went off and went down the animation route. Which I enjoyed, but then I came back to video and photography when I met you, because it's always been my major passion, and I don't know why. I think Toy Story made me drift off. So yeah, so I'm glad that I met you and steered me on the right path back to video and photography.
But then I didn't even go down that path to start with, because I was studying visual effects at uni, so kind of similar to animation, and then I realised that I wanted to do the actual filming, like camera side of things. So like I didn't even decide that I was on the right route until like further, like halfway through uni or whatever. So
we both basically did the same, really. We both went to visual effects kind of stuff and thought, this is good, but we prefer video and photography. Right. You do this one.
We can see from your website you shoot video and photography. Can you explain these different areas and what you produce for your clients?
You're good at this one. You do this bit.
So we basically, we don't make a set style of video massively. We do like we do photography and video because we do whatever's needed to get the job done, kind of thing. People come to us to advertise stuff basically, or to give over a message, whether it's like a music video, something like that, or like a company that wants to portray a message or wants to show their company in a new kind of like video light kind of thing. Normally people probably haven't delved too much into video, and then we come in and show them what can kind of be done. And recently that's kind of evolved into social media content creation, which is like instead of just making a one-off kind of film, it's like creating a whole bunch of content for like the month kind of thing, for people to post throughout the month and build a following. And because it's all well and good like posting one-off kind of film, but then it's so much better if you can like accompany it with loads of different things and tease the main film with other photos and other like littler films, and target the right people on social media.
Definitely.
It's just like it's just what people can benefit a lot more from.
Yeah, we're not just, you don't just hire us just to make a video. You hire us, yes, to make that video, but then more in it. So we're all about the story
and to make films that people want to watch.
Yeah,
as well.
and actually like help people find that video, and then just here's a video, off you go. It's like, okay, here's the video, but then we've got all this other content to build around it.
It's like more of a service kind of thing than
nice
just like
package
a one-off
kind of thing. So yeah, and it's great because we love story-driven stuff. So it's perfect. Like we prefer doing something where we can properly get involved in the story and everything, as opposed to as opposed to just, can you film this for us? Yeah, all right, and you know.
Yeah. It's just, we just feel sometimes it's a bit like it just, when a video just sits there of an event that's been filmed and it doesn't do much, so we try to make everything do the maximum that it can do on the internet.
In some sense, you could say we're like film creators in terms of movie creators, but just on the kind of like corporate / kind of
social
scale. Like, yeah, so we're trying to make these big blockbuster films, but on a smaller scale that companies can use and connect people. Yeah, definitely. So we met at an old retail job, and we were just talking to each other on lunch break, and we just found out we both like video, and then we kind of just went, should we make a film together, like a little short film? And we were like, yeah, that sounds good.
And we didn't know what that was gonna be. I don't know whether it was like a few months passed and then
it didn't happen suddenly, but it wasn't like, we weren't forgotten. Because we like to like get stuff going, so we were still involved. It was just we were waiting for that kind of special moment, weren't we?
And we found a competition that we wanted to enter, but then we found out that it had like a week left on the deadline date, so we had a week to make this film. So we met up like on a Tuesday evening in a Wetherspoons, and we didn't have any clue of idea or anything for the film. We just knew it needed to be like a 3-minute film or something like that. So we just spoke about films and stuff and came up with an idea. And again, that was comedy, to show that it's when you get going, it's easier to make comedy than anything else.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So we just came up with an idea on the Tuesday night in the pub, and then I think, was it the next day we went to your house and just started filming it, and like we had a general idea of what we wanted to do and a general idea of what was going to be in the film, but we just shot it. We shot it all in like consecutive order, so we just went through the film, decided what we needed to get, filmed it, and just wanted to tell a little story. And like now it's turned into like the logo for our company, and we won't spoil it or anything, but you should probably check
out our video. Yeah, go on our channel, Escape Everything Studios on YouTube, and you'll see it there. I think we've called it our first ever film, haven't we?
And find out why we've got a toaster as our logo.
Yeah, and why we've got a toaster as our logo, and you'll see that was shot in one day, and then I think you edited and graded it and stuff, and I just got a few little sound effects of
then you came
stuff.
And did the voice.
Oh yeah, I did the narration of it, and we sent it in. They watched it, they liked it, but we didn't win anything. We got a Rode mic, they called Lav mic, but we didn't like come anywhere. But it was great fun, and then that just fueled us to do more, didn't it?
Yeah,
really?
And then we just kept on going with making films about what we were interested in. Like, we were interested in music, so then we started making films related to music, and just kept going and seeing, like, learning. We started off with like basically no knowledge, so we've just had to like feel our way through the whole thing and see what we wanted to kind of make, and just learn constantly all the way through. I feel like we learn a lot more in doing that than any other way that I've learned anything. I just learn 10 times more every day.
Get out there
doing this, getting on and doing it.
I mean, we've been 5 years now, is it? Yeah.
About 5 years.
5 years since we first made our little film together to now, basically. So yeah, we've been learning for the whole 5 years, basically. Yeah, and you're still learning. You just learn constantly. You're never a true expert. You're always constantly.
Well, if you look at the people that I listed, like Christopher Nolan and David Fincher, they're like 40s, 50s or something, and they're still like, every film's a step up from their last film, so they're still learning. So there's still so much learning that everyone can do, I think, in photography and filmmaking. We should have had the toaster in the middle here.
Ah, yeah, we should have. Well, I'm going to get that later. What was one of the most rewarding experiences?
I think
Bloody hell.
I think it's, for me, it's, at least what I can think of right now, it's not one moment. It's like just occasionally when you look back, like now it's 5 years-ish since we started. When you look back and think, like, look back at that original film that we did and see the most recent film that we did.
Yeah, and how far we've come and stuff, isn't it?
That's a good rewarding experience to see the difference that the journey that we've been on.
Yeah, I like as well our clients, like how thrilled they are with the videos. So you put all this hard work into it and stuff, and then at the end of the day they love it, and that's a nice rewarding experience.
And it helps them to
get
work and grow their business, and that's quite rewarding to see what you've done go from your head to actually something that physically turns into doing something for someone.
That people can see, and it's just great, and it's like, it's helping grow our business, helping grow their business, and it's just, I think, like, collaboration is like a really rewarding thing as well, because like just meeting all these other creative people and all these other people that want to do so much, and like helping them out and then helping you, and it's just this great collaboration, and that's I think that's the most rewarding thing as well, like
collaborating with better and better people,
incredible people,
that we go.
Having great times. Do you have a favourite lens, camera or bit of equipment? Adam, you're the expert in all this stuff. I mean, God, what would I would say at the moment, for me, one of my favourite bits of equipment is my Ricoh KR10, I think it is called, Super, which is a film camera, just because I've really got into film photography and I just love it. It's just really nice. And then I think for like videoing, I just love the GH5 we've got. I just think for its price and its portability and its features, it's just a great camera, isn't it? Like all round camera, and then
it just enables a lot of what we see in our heads to actually be made. Now.
And what about lens? Your lens? I mean, I love the zoom lenses. We're a big fan of the zoom lenses, aren't we?
More so now. When we first started off, I was a massive fan of primes, but like zoom lenses are so versatile, and even we've got a 70-300 Tamron that just looks incredible, especially for the price. Like, I've used we have a lot of Canon lenses, and I've used the 70-200 that they do, the L series one, and that one's really nice as well. But my favourite lens would probably be, I bought a lens for £5.
I was going to say, I know which one you're on about now. You're going to say favourite lens,
From a camera shop. Like, it's all scratched on the front, and it's like from the 80s or 90s or something, and it's an M42 screw thread, so we've got to have an adapter for our cameras, but the work that it creates is just incredible, because it's just got so much more character to it than
you can't beat the old classic lenses, can you?
We're
on the hunt for more, aren't we, at the moment? It's
basically like a 50-60-ish mil on a cropped sensor, and that it's similar to the 50 mil Canon that we've got, but it's got so much more character to it than any of those. It just has a feel to it, and the lens flares are amazing.
Like a more of a film feel to it, opposed to then, I don't know, what would you call it? Too much like a digitally like look.
It's just nice. It's hard to use. Sometimes you need to get used to it, but it's just really nice. So that's about all the gear we'll probably talk about.
Oh, whoa! There we go. What's this?
This is the actual toaster.
Oh yeah, this is the one that had a fatal accident, as you can see here.
We bought 2 toasters for making this film, and
I have one of them at my house.
And I've got one of them on a shelf displaying our first ever film.
Yeah.
It's all cracked on there. Yeah. The knob's fallen off on this side.
It's got no knob. It's lost its knob.
It's covered in dirt.
Yeah.
I think there's some ketchup on there as well.
Yeah.
But
so this one is probably the best one and the most featured one. The most action-packed one. So yeah, check that one out. Right.
So random questions.
Ooh.
When you were a child, what career, job / field did you want to go into?
Simple for me. It was animation. I watched Toy Story at the cinema, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I want to be an animator, and that's why I went that way. And then changed my mind when I was older.
Did you have? What age was that?
I was like young. I was like, it was I think it was before I started secondary school. So it would have been around the time I was filming and stuff, so like 8, 9, 10 area, I don't know.
So you knew like before you went into secondary school that's what you wanted to try and concentrate on?
Yeah.
I didn't have any of that. I don't think I really knew what I wanted to do at secondary school. I did like an IT course at college, thinking that because I was fairly good at that, I might want to do something with that, but then I went to university and studied visual effects, and then realised I wanted to do filming. So I didn't really know until university that that's what I wanted to get into. So
did you not have any kind of idea what you wanted to do when you were like, I want to be an astronaut?
At one stage I wanted to be I wanted to be an archaeologist.
Oh, that's
because I watched
Jurassic Park.
No, because I watched Time Team.
Oh. Yeah, my brother wanted to be an archaeologist because he watched Jurassic Park. You're like fucking on the Time Team squad.
and then after that died off a bit, like halfway through secondary school, I thought I could probably be an architect because I was watching Grand Designs. So basically everything, it was just whatever I was watching at the time. So then luckily I realised that it wasn't the actual subject that I was interested in, it was the actual making of the TV show that I was watching. So yeah, that's the history of what I wanted to be.
Name one of your strengths and one of your weaknesses. Well, I think one of my strengths I would say is I can think out. I'm quite creative in my thinking, so I think quite outside my box. Well, not my box, outside the box.
Anyone's
box, yeah, I'm outside it, lurking around. And yeah, just on that creative side, just thinking wild things and just not daring and like crazy. I say my weaknesses is the technical side. I can sometimes be a bit rubbish when it comes to talking to clients, when it comes to actually expressing what.
Conveying it in their
language that they can understand, so they actually want to do it.
Whereas Ant speaks like more the creative language.
Yeah.
So, but that's your role in our team kind of thing. You're the director.
Yeah.
And creative, kind of more the creative side of things. So that's what it's all about though. Because if we both just knew about technical stuff, we wouldn't do anything because there wouldn't be any ideas. We're just too busy
just on the internet. Oh, look at that lens. Oh, that's a bit nice, isn't it?
My strength is probably more along the technical side of things. After we've decided what we want to do, like creatively, it's how do you make that happen? How can we achieve that with the equipment that we've got and with the budget and things like that?
Yeah.
We always tend to get a lot more out of the budget than we could do, because we're thinking outside of that budget and thinking outside of that what that we can do kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, I want to do this, and then you're like, well, this is how we make it happen, basically.
Yeah. It'll be a struggle.
We're gonna do it. There we go. It's like, well, hold on, man. This needs to be considered. It's like, oh yeah. So yeah, and I'd say you're great at communicating to people as well. Just everything in a way where they understand no matter who it is, and that's a very vital thing. Like because it's all well and good knowing what to do, but if you can't let other people know what your vision is properly, then they're not going to be on it.
And in their language as well,
they're
because
not
not
going to be
everyone
interested.
not everyone talks our language.
Yeah, my mental language.
Video language.
It took you 5 years to understand it.
Yeah, and I still can't understand it. So. My weakness is like getting the spark of the idea to start off with, which is where you come in.
Yeah, I mean,
and then,
because you chuck out the ideas and everything. And that's what I love about it, because we're constantly chucking out ideas and like challenging each other. So we'll come up with ideas, but then we'll challenge it to make sure that idea is what we want.
I'm more the one that like runs with that idea that we've come up with and like makes it happen to some degree. Whereas if there wasn't that kind of like initial spark, which is where I'm slightly lacking in.
Yeah, I just keep throwing out bam, 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 bam,
and then I try.
Oh, that sounds good. And like, let's develop that more, that kind of thing.
And I try and filter it.
Yeah.
So my strength is an ant filter.
Ant filter, yeah.
The boss says that it's either you or a colleague for redundancy. You have 10 words to say why you should be kept on. You'd be fired.
Yeah, I'd be fired. I'd struggle with that. I'd just be like, you know what? He can have the job. Yeah. God. I don't know. Like,
Have you ever
I think actions are more important than words. Like, I'd be like, well, the proof is in the pudding, mate. Look what I've done.
Is that 10 words? The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. So there you go. No, that's mine.
I'd struggle to fit it in 10 words.
Yeah.
So I'd be fired as well. So yeah, we'd both be fired. Well,
there you go.
We'd take redundancy.
Well, yeah, we'd both be fired. We'd both meet up, and then we'd create something even better. Escape Everything Studios. There you go. Like and subscribe.
Ding.
Explain Marmite. Okay.
Explain it to who?
Yeah, I mean.
Explain it to an alien.
Yeah, I mean. Crisps, like Twiglets, crisps. Yes, lovely. Toast. Like you're spreading yourself. No, too much, too strong. Ugh.
So
powder
you'd
form.
say in some cases you like Marmite, in some cases you don't.
I like Marmite if it's gently powdered on something that's like crisps basically.
So where the standard answer would probably be Marmite, you'll either love it or hate it.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm one of those weirdos.
It's alright, like in the middle. So you're ruining their marketing policy.
So they wouldn't hire us. We'd be like, well, what have you ever thought about the middle market?
I think that probably sums up Marmite. And furthers our reason not to be hired.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, the next one. Oranges, nectarines, or satsuma? So, what would you rather have? An orange, a nectarine, or satsuma?
I wouldn't mind as long as they were juiced or put into a smoothie or something.
Okay, how about you have the orange, I have the nectarine, and then we share, and then we mix them together. That sounds
into
good.
A smoothie?
Yeah. That's what we'd do.
We'll take them all.
Yeah, we'll take one each, and then I don't know, and then we'll smooth them up, and then we'll just sneak the satsuma into it as well when they're not looking. Whoever's in charge of this.
They'll all taste the same in there anyway, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it worked for me because I'm vegan, so that's all good.
And I'm allergic to some fruit.
Yeah.
So
I'll probably drink most of it. And then you'll be there like, oh, my lips hurt.
There is a greatest idol ever poll being circulated. Who do you vote for? Who's your biggest idol?
Oh, okay. Kevin Spacey. As soon as I saw him in American Beauty, and now in oh no, why have I forgot the name of the film, the TV series?
House of Cards.
House of Cards. I just what a beautiful actor. I tell you what, if we could have him in one of our films, my life would be complete.
So that's one of our end goals, to be able to make a film with Kevin Spacey.
And then Eddie Van Halen from Van Halen doing our music and guitar. There you go.
You need a specific film to make the music.
Oh come on, Kevin Spacey, Eddie
Van
Van Halen, and then us filming it. It's going to be a masterpiece. Come on.
Well, I think we might need a story as well. I'm not sure. Just putting all those.
Well, okay. What's your idol? Surely that person's going to bring the story.
Something like David Fincher or Christopher Nolan, but then maybe in terms of music as well, there's like.
Yeah, you're a music expert, man.
Yeah, like Trent Reznor and Atticus Rose, the people that do the soundtracks for David Fincher's films. That would be a better soundtrack than Van Halen.
Whoa! Okay, right. He does the guitar, so they come in, and then he's like.
Trent Reznor does the guitar as well.
They could do it together. Get some sweet licks on the go. There's people that I guess would fit into that category that, like, I kind of follow their work and everything they do. You can kind of trust that it's going to be good. I guess that fits into the idol category. Well, if you find an idol, then yeah, isn't it?
So I think like actors like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh yeah, he's always in some good stuff.
Yeah, he does great films. You can always trust the film with him in it.
Yeah. You wake up in the morning and your dog talks back to you. What do you say, and who do you tell first? Well, I would probably be like, okay, maybe I've had too much cocaine this time, and maybe I should cut back on it. Right? Or, maybe I've drank a bit too much alcohol, and yeah, maybe I need to go and see one of those people.
I don't know.
I'd probably Instagram story it.
Yeah.
Get Snapchat out.
Best like further your social presence on that. Not everyone's got a talking dog.
This is going to get some likes.
Yes, think straight to social media. Yeah.
That's probably what we should do when we go to clients. We've got a great idea. If you can find a dog that can talk English or any language,
we can make you famous.
And your socialised like presence is gonna it's gonna skyrocket.
Would you rather have the top half of a human, and the bottom half of a shark, or the top half of a shark and the bottom half of a human?
I think this is where we both differed here, because we read these three briefly, didn't we? And I don't know if yours has changed, but I want the bottom half of a shark and the top of a human, because then I could get in water and be like, like swimming everywhere super fast.
I think this is ridiculous because if you're scrapping the top half of a shark, then you don't have gills, so you can't breathe underwater.
Well,
so you'd have to be like on the top, like just.
I'd be like this.
Just like water skiing.
Yeah, like David Hasselhoff does in SpongeBob, just like. You could ride me. We could go to France for free. I just bomb us down, like, what's it called? What was it called? The Channel?
The English Channel.
The English Channel, maybe, I don't know. And like, and you've got the shark head and legs. So then when we get to shore,
so
you can carry me.
Underwater and. Well. I don't know. I think the top half of a shark and the bottom half of a human would be better. That would go viral as well.
That would.
If you're walking around, like if you're walking around your office job with like the bottom half of a human and the top half of a shark, and you had like a suit and tie on, that would be genius.
But wouldn't you need some sort of like thing over your head with like moving water? Because the whole point of sharks need constant move is so the water goes through the gills, so they get oxygen. So you'd need some sort of apparatus around your body so you could live.
I'd die in the office environment.
Yeah, you'd just be there dead, and I'd be there flapping on the floor like, someone get me to water.
Not being able to walk,
but not deep water because I'll drown in it. Okay, right. Next question. You are brushing your teeth when you suddenly notice your teeth are now pink. You look down and notice you used Germaline. Have I said that right?
Germaline.
Yeah. Instead of toothpaste. Do you tell anyone or keep your stupidity to yourself? Right, what is journaling for a start?
I don't know exactly, but
Should we?
it's pink.
Okay, should we Google it? Like, what does it actually do? I'm gonna Google it quickly.
This is exciting. Television.
Television right here. What is Germaline? Germaline! It's an antiseptic cream. Oh, okay. Effective treatment for minor cuts and grazes, minor burns, blisters. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say it's good toothpaste, does it?
No, so it's definitely not gonna keep your teeth clean or anything like that. I don't know if it would stain them pink. I mean, I'd have to probably be very drunk to just brush my teeth to the point where I'm like, oh god, they're all pink. Like, I think you would notice as soon as it touched your mouth, like.
Probably tastes weird as well.
Yeah, I don't think it would taste very good at all.
But would you tell anyone?
Oh yeah, definitely. That would be a great like thing to talk about at a party or something. You know, like break the ice. Quite funny. Look, I bloody brush my teeth with Germaline. And then we're like, it's great.
Yeah, you're happier looking an idiot than me, though, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, when you are an idiot quite a lot, you just have to accept it.
Or you can either accept it or try your hardest to hide it.
No, the harder I try, the worse I get. So if I just let it happen, then it's better. So yeah, I'd probably tell people. I think it'd be quite funny.
Yeah, I don't mind being the butt of the joke. I'd probably tell people as well.
It just has to be something weird that would happen about it though. Like, I don't know. We're getting too much into this now. It's just Germany.
You're saying that it's not a good enough story. We'd need to make the story better.
I don't know. Something would have to happen.
There was a talking dog as well.
Yeah.
Explain this joke. There is no place like 127.0.0.1.
You understood this, didn't you? I don't.
Yeah, that's why you need to explain it.
Oh, okay. Isn't it something to do with your home? Do you want some? Yeah, I'll have some. Is it something to do with your server at home or something like that? Or?
It's what you. I don't know the specific terminology, but it is home. Yeah, so it's.
Well, I
there's
suppose.
no place like home.
I suppose because we're all about social, like content creation on social media. Alright, cheers. That is home to us, isn't it? That's where we're putting all our stuff online, kind of.
But you turned it not into a joke now.
Oh, I've gone too serious.
Yeah. Basically, you don't get it.
No, I don't at all.
No.
But yeah, well, that's it. We've finished our things. If you enjoyed it, our talk, I know it went a bit weird towards the end. It was like a bit slow at the start, picked up really nice, and then just went a bit low now. But yeah, you enjoyed it. You want to know more about us, or want to know more about?
What can we do in the last minute to increase viewer engagement?
Well, this is what I'm doing right now.
I don't think that is.
Maybe like.
Go on, try.
You know, if you want to ask us questions like, would we rather be sharks or humans or whatever, or other things, send them over our way, and we'll make more videos like this if you enjoyed this one.
Things about toasters or films.
Yeah.
Or
whatever, really.
Bananas.
Yeah, bananas good. Yeah.
Do you want to tuck into this?
I would, but I think we're going to end up going to be quite a long video now, and I think people are going to get bored of us eating stuff.
All right, let's cut the cameras and tuck into this.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And thank you, Flogger. I said that right? Flogger.co.uk for giving us this opportunity, and
for sending good questions.
Yeah, great questions. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, check out our stuff, and we'll see you around sometime. Cheers. Yeah, cool. That's done.
What are you doing tonight?
I'm looking after my younger brother actually, so I'll be just going straight home. What about you? You're cooking some weird pizza thing, aren't you?
Might do, yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Do you want some toast?
No.
No?
Fucking hate toasters.